Hello, everybody. Welcome to this video. I just want to go live as well in our Facebook page for those over there. All right, and okay, so now we are live on Facebook and we are live on YouTube. There you go, some good lighting always helps. Okay, so I'm making this video because of course, I'm a document. Oh, sorry, I'm a document preparer. I've been doing this for a good, oh gosh, more than 10 years. I keep saying 10 years, but it's really been more than 10 years. And but what many of you don't know is that I've gone through it myself. I have been divorced twice. Um, the last one was as recent as um, I think it's been a year. The separation was 2 years ago during COVID, and so I know a thing of or two. And to be honest, this is a very sensitive subject for me because I um, I mean I don't know if you understand astrology, and I'm sorry this is not you're not into it, but I do know that of who I am, and it makes sense. I'm a Taurus, and Taurus takes a long time to recuperate from a disappointment, a romantic disappointment. It just takes us a long time to detach, and and eventually we do, and everybody does, but it just takes us a minute. So I have to say that this is something I really couldn't talk too much about. I have made some videos, and you can go into the YouTube channel and where I have discussed, kind of how not to get back on the same cycle again with your ex, or to if you're going to choose to go back, steps you can take to make sure that you go back in a healthier standpoint, not just, oh, I'm sorry I did that. No, it's like, okay, so what are we going to do now that's different, and truly addressing the elephant in the room. All right. Many times I think that we just hope and dream that, okay, that was just a nightmare. But the thing is, it's reality. It happened, it's on the 3D and the physical. So how do we address that? How are we better people now? Do we really, are we settling to go back with the same person because it's just comfortable and we're lonely and we're scared that we're not going to find anybody else, or nobody else will find us attractive, or at that moment that's the only person we can't even fathom touching anybody else. But what happens when that other person kind of let go, and decided to move forwards and to move on, and you're still kind of holding on to the past. And so, I it has taken me like a minute to be able to talk about this without crying. I'm happy that I'm not crying. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. And now that I'm on the other side, I want to talk about your mental health, how that affects um our romantic lives, our relationships, how that affects our mental health. Um and I'm going to tell you something. I In my family, um, there's been suicide. A cousin that I loved very much took his life um, 2 years ago as well, the same year that my husband and I separated, and it was because there was a problem within the relationship. Um, he had done something that and he felt extreme shame and couldn't knew that he was losing his wife, didn't think there was, or at least didn't think that she would ever forgive him. And so even though they had two small children, he decided to abort mission and end his life. And it was completely surprised. I mean, nobody in the family knew the hell that he had been living. Um, I- you know, we 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 knew his heart, and we knew he loved his wife dearly, and we knew he loved his children dearly. And however, he did made a judgment call that he made at one point a decision, and he was just couldn't bear it, all the burden by himself and whatnot. And so I have partnered up with an online therapy organization. um and I think that therapy is extremely helpful before the divorce, before maybe even together, or during the divorce, and definitely after a divorce. Um it does You don't have to get to the point where, of course, you're suicidal. And if you are, by the way, there is a resource that I put on the comments, in the description box, for a texting. um you can actually text and speak with someone on, it's a suicide hotline. So if you ever feel like you're hopeless and there's nothing left to live for, I highly suggest that you contact the suicide hotline. They are amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm going to be completely transparent here. I have a daughter with mental health issues, and she contacted them recently through text. And actually, we found that at a therapy session. And I didn't know, but she said it, and she said it was very helpful. It took the edge off, just knowing that there was somebody there that they could talk to. So I highly recommend that 741-741. That's the number, and you can do it from any cell phone. In the United States, if you're outside the United States, I'm not sure where you can call, but that within the United States. So if you're watching me from another country, just look it up and have it with you, just in case, because you never know. There's got to be other resources in other countries. I'm not sure, but um, so I really um, think what helped me a lot to finally move on and to finally feel free was definitely therapy. It really helped me to understand that many things, but one of them, of course, everything happens for a reason. Um, I Even though I'm like the divorce queen, my best friend calls me that. Shout out to Leo. um, but I even though I'm considered like the divorce queen, I actually, to be honest, I don't even deal a lot with the fulfillment of the paperwork and all that. I have someone that does that, and she also does the filing with the court. Like, I really yes, I speak with people over the phone. Basically, I'm the front of the company. But to be honest, I have other businesses that I'm working on, and this is just happens to be something that I'm very passionate about, because I am passionate about helping people move forwards, and in different areas in different ways. So I do have a marketing company. You know, um, I also have like a mentorship program, and for um, entrepreneurs. So, and also the divorce company. So the divorce company, it's dear to my heart, because I know that it can be difficult. It just can be emotionally draining and difficult to go through that. And to go through a divorce, and I found a way to make it easy. So I just shared it with the world, and then boom, people wanted to hire me to help them with the paperwork. And really, that's all I do. I mean, I don't do legal advice. All I do is paperwork, but that alone, I know that it helps a lot of people. So I created systems in place and whatnot, and now it's almost automatic. But the emotional part, I mean, and let's talk about 2020. 2020 was a year of the world stopped, just kind of almost stopped spinning, and all the goals and things that we had planned, basically everything stopped. But that year, at least for me, was a year of intense stuff going on. First, my mom passed away, and she was my rock. She was my best friend. She was my everything. She died in March because of cancer, and then actually February, and then my cousin took his life in April, and then my husband and I separated in June, and then my dad passed away in July. That was also completely. That was definitely, we didn't expect that at all. Um, and then my daughter totaled my car in November. Like, talk about a ball of crap. I mean, I was dumped on that year, plus of course COVID. And I had a lot of business challenges. My business reputation, I almost quit. Like, I wanted to quit, to close. I just didn't know what else I could do that would give me the freedom to handle the stuff at home, because I needed to be available to my children, and I didn't want to go back to corporate world. I have been fighting that, going back to the corporate world, for years, and I didn't want to do that. And I had we all went through a lot of emotional things going through, and mental health issues. So going to counseling was the one thing that truly helped me, of course, and holding on to my faith. Going to back then I had a pastor. My pastor helped me a lot, and I really, it really helped me. So I, the link is on the comment, on the description box. If you don't, if you can't use them, definitely reach out to social services or some kind of, mental health services. But um, you definitely, if you can, I highly recommend that you get someone to help you unpack what happened with your marriage and truly come out better out of it, because you can, because I did, and I know many people that have. And I'm gonna tell you one last thing, and then I'm gonna go. There are billions of people in this world. There's going to be somebody out there waiting for you. There's going to be somebody out there. The perfect match is out there. And I'm 50 and I still have hope. And let me tell you one more thing. My mom has there's a couple of friends that my mom had that got married in their 60s, and they're living this beautiful marriage. And both of them, and they know each other, but they're not really like, like, one is um my godmother, and the other one was my mom's best friend for many years. And these both ladies, beautiful people, found their perfect match after in their 60s. So I want to believe I can. Okay. And I want to encourage you to know that you can. But you have to be better. You have to get better. You have to feel good about yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to, grow and okay, understand the challenges, the things that you created, the challenges that you created in your marriage. Because I know I created some challenges, and there was some stuff I had to heal before I could be where I am today, that I feel good and I feel healthy and I feel ready for whatever, God sends my way. But it took me a long time. Don't jump from one relationship to the other without working on yourself. Don't do it. And I'm going to be doing more videos about this particular topic, about little things you can do in order to become a better person, come out of the divorce a better person, a better version of yourself. And the one thing I'm gonna tell you, and this is it, okay? If there's one thing I want you to remember about this video, if you're blaming every single thing on your ex, you're missing an incredible opportunity of personal growth. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. If you're blaming everything that happened in your marriage to your spouse, you're missing an incredible opportunity of growth. And with that, I'll leave you. I love you so much. Please comment down below where you're watching from. And like I said, I'm going to be making more videos about this important thing about how to come out better out of the divorce, and because you don't want to do it again, right? So the only thing you can control, if you are better, you're going to attract somebody better. All right. With that, mwah, I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.